Straw Hut Media.
Welcome to another episode of Release Date Rewind, and welcome home, listeners. It's the week of Thanksgiving here in the US, and many of us are going home to see family and friends, maybe going back to where we grew up. And whether you're doing that or not, welcome home to this podcast anyway. We're all family here. When you're here, you're family, right? It's Mark J. Parker, aka MJP, your host, a film lover and filmmaker, and this is an AI-free podcast that celebrates movies and TV shows for their milestone anniversaries. Thank you for listening to this on your favorite podcast app, thanks to the Straw Hut Media Network, or on the You Run Podcast Network, or watching this on YouTube. Hi. Today I have my longtime friends back on the show, 4 of us to match the 4 friends in this movie, and we're celebrating another memorable one from 1995 that just turned 30 years old last month. It's another stellar female-led cast, and it's a heartwarming story from our youth called Now and Then. So grab your friends, wear your 70s or your 90s outfits, and if you'd like to watch or rewatch this movie before continuing, you can currently rent or buy it on various platforms, borrow from your local library, or do what I did and find it on some random site. Alright, boys.
We're girls.
And wormers. Let's pretend it's summertime back in the day, and let's get on our bikes, because it's time to rewind. All right, everybody, we have already been chatting for half an hour, spilling the tea, talking about death and ghosts and houses. Basically like talking about everything the Now and Then girls talk about. So it's very fitting, actually. But the hometown loves are back on the pod. The hometown, Red Rover, hometown loves, come over. We have, in order of appearance today, Sarah Menaquale is back. Mel Ward is back. Kit Sheehan is back. They all were together with me. We all were together not even a full year ago, Little Women. And now we got another girl power movie. So thank you all so much for being here to talk about Now and Then. How's everyone doing? Sarah's about to pop. When's the due date, Sarah?
December 26th, but we are manifesting early December.
Oh.
Nice.
Pretty
Okay.
significantly different.
It'll be fine. It's going to work out.
20 days early.
Yep, that's fine.
You really want your baby to be on your birthday as well.
I would love
imagine?
that.
Yeah,
Can you imagine if some moms were really like that insane that like, no, I really want my baby to have my same birthday. I'm sure there's some out there. Maybe Sarah's one of them.
Are you one of those insane moms?
It's more like I wouldn't mind it, but it's more I just want her to get out, just be done.
Yep.
I think I would be a little selfish with it. I'd be like, wait a minute, this is my day. Like I'm making you. Like I deserve a day.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Every other day is your day. I made you.
Okay, ladies, I have a question for all of you that they bring up in the movie. I figured this was a nice way to start our chat. The question is from the Cosmopolitan quiz.
I was hoping.
Oh, okay. Yep. I want to hear your answers. The quiz is, your idea of foreplay is A, a candlelit dinner and a moonlit walk on the beach. B, making out on a bearskin rug at a local mountain cabin. Very specific. B, watching a sexy movie. Or D, all of the above. Or as Roberta, Christina Ricci chimes in, E, none of the above. So let me know if I need to repeat.
That's not an option, Roberta.
Right? Sorry. 4
Not an
answers
option,
only.
Roberta.
So A, B, C, or D. Let me know if you need any repeats. But I'd love to hear, Kit, maybe since you were excited to take this quiz, do you want to go first with your answer?
Instantly thought of it. Yeah, I mean, I want to give the team like D. All of the above.
You would.
Little teeny tips.
Right.
I mean, no, none of them. They don't describe foreplay at all. It's like none of those things will make you ready for sex. It's like those are dates. Those are dates.
Maybe B, making out on the bearskin rug at a local mountain.
The actual, heavy
you're getting
petting
somewhere.
Counts
Right.
as foreplay.
Watching a sexy movie. Now, I'm curious, is the sexy movie like, is it porn? Or is it like a very R-rated,
like
9.5 weeks.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna. I was like 28 weeks later or whatever. No, 9.5 weeks, way hotter. Kind of. I don't.
What about you, Mel? Which one would you choose out of these? Any?
Sure, I'll do them all if that's
okay, all right, yep, all the above. How about you, Sarah? All the above?
I mean, okay, present
In
day,
your current state,
none. Leave me alone. But I would say probably like making out on the bearskin rug. That could be. I think that would probably do the most for me. I'm not big into porn. And what was the first one? Walking on the beach.
A candlelit dinner and a moonlit walk on the beach. But yeah, I mean, that's not really foreplay. That's just a really nice date.
Yeah, listen, it depends how well I know the guy, because I'm not going on the beach in the dark with someone I've just met. And none of us should be.
Yeah, girls.
Yeah,
danger.
It's becoming like, who is the man I'm walking with? You're in Vandersloot.
Yeah, like, are we in
Jordan
Aruba?
Peterson?
Right.
Yeah.
Fantastic point.
So true. Yeah, honestly, Janine Garavalo should have stepped in and been like, girls, this quiz, you need to really think harder about all these answers, right?
Yeah.
Well, great, everybody. I love that we played that.
What's
Cosmo.
your answer?
Oh, my answer for foreplay? I mean, God. I'm really curious about this sexy movie. I want to know what kind of sexy movie.
Yeah,
is it when you're on a couch with someone? Yeah, is it like Brad Pitt removing clothing, or is it like Showgirls? Is it Wild Things? I mean, what kind of sexy movie? So I don't know. I'm drawn to that just because there's a mystery to it.
Yeah.
Those are also like all really good movies. Like I'll never. It's not even about sexy. Like Showgirls is hilarious and fascinating, and I will watch it.
And kind of sad. And
Never watched that.
I finally watched it for this pod a couple months ago, and wow, what a ride! What a ride!
It's truly
something else. It is truly something else.
Be adding it to my list?
I think so.
100%.
It's
a cultural touchstone if you want to know it.
You really honestly, I feel like everyone should see it once, and I don't know if I ever need to see it again.
Yeah.
But it's something. It's something.
I love it.
It's amazing.
To
it's
me,
so
it
amazing
feels
that
like almost like John Waters. Like it's like
Yeah.
a level of camp that is
how funny.
so
How funny. Kit, I'm wearing my. Can you see it? I'm wearing my Melanie Griffith John Waters. She was in this film Cecil B. Demented, and so they like her. Anyway, yeah, one of his later films, more recent. But exactly, yeah, it's so campy and strange and it's very beautiful, very sparkly, and so many boobs. I couldn't believe how many boobs are just out. It's pretty amazing. But anyway, let's focus on some family content, everyone. Let's dial it down. Let's be very PG.
So we are talking about tube that you strap them down.
Yes. Oh my God. I remember first seeing this and being so confused and enthralled. I'm like, wait, girls do that? Did you guys ever tape down your boobs?
Please.
Right?
I was teeny.
I was adding pudding to my bra.
Yeah, I was putting I was like, oh, this is more realistic. Yeah, it makes me look like a Spice Girl. Like I was doing it specifically for the reasons Jeannie was doing it.
Mrs. Winter, the costume lady from our musicals, gave me pads to put in my bra because she said, what God has forgotten, we fill in with cotton.
Wow.
And it was not for a show. She reached out and was like, I see that you're lacking.
She's like for midterms.
She's like, it's your senior year and you just finished Seussical. And she's like, now that you are done with high school theater, please follow what I've taught you.
I heard you're going to college in New York.
But yeah, so we, of course, if listeners maybe listened to Little Women, but we all know each other from our hometown, much like these four girls are girls Teeny, Roberta, Samantha, and
Chrissy.
Of course, Chrissy. They all are from Shelby, Indiana.
Truth or dare? Truth. Are you happy?
Am I happy? That's a good question. I'm just realizing that I've spent my entire adult life trying to recapture the way I felt the summer of 1970.
Let me set the scene for you all. I want to jog your memory. This is what was going on, and man, there was a lot going on. We forget 1995 was a time, okay? On the news side, you all are going to love this. Maybe you already know from just your extensive knowledge in the crime genre.
Oh, Jean
But
Benet.
no, earlier in October of that year, October 3rd, I believe was the day that OJ was found not guilty. So
Oh,
just a few weeks before this movie, yeah, more than 150 million people watched the verdict.
mhm.
Anything you guys want to say about OJ about that time? Kid?
I can remember the car chase. I know where I was
Oh,
for that.
of course. Oh, yes. That was a big deal that year. Yeah.
My mom kept me home to watch the verdicts. We were very invested as a family. So I stayed home from school.
I love that because you were like 7, right?
Yeah, first grade.
Yeah, we were children.
I mean, we were all watching
We
it.
were, It was a thing. I feel like out of this group, I probably was the least aware. Like I remember the car chase, but I was just like, oh, something's going on. So I feel like this group, you and your families were probably much more. I didn't really care. I was like, what's on TV besides this?
My
You know what I
family
mean?
didn't, but the neighbor, Angela Livesay, shout out to my neighbor when I was a little kid. She was 2 years older and she was like watching it. So I came over. I do remember seeing it on our TV in Pennsville, like a little bit of the Bronco, but it was because Angela Livesay was like, OJ's on the run. He's on the, and I was like, who and what?
You're like, orange juice? Sure. You can
Yeah,
have some.
he's on the run. Like, no, my refrigerator's not running, Angela. Like, I'm not gonna catch it. But yeah, I do. I didn't know, but is this also around the time of Princess Diana? I feel like she
That was a little later.
similar. Okay,
7.
I want to, probably right around there. Because we
These
were
are
in middle
like-
school.
I remember
then.
that news as well.
Yeah, that was big.
Mhm.
I remember
and
Was-
Mother Teresa died within like the week. I
around
remember
that
being
same
like,
time.
two beautiful souls.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
I guess.
Sarah, what was that, Sarah?
Well, I mean, Mother Teresa, well, it
I
doesn't
know. I was like, yeah, different. We can discuss them.
We can unpack that later.
We can unpack it. She didn't do good things, but
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, I did not know. My Mother
Sarah and
Teresa knowledge
I
is not that deep.
could
Oh, wow.
unfortunately take you to school on how. Like,
Wow,
she
that's the
invested
headline. People will
funds.
take from this conversation that it will be.
There's a
Mother Teresa.
reason she didn't have a Beanie Baby made after her. Let's say that.
That's 100% right. Oh my God. I saw, the meme that was going around. I know we can delete this. This might not, but where it was like, I hate gay Halloween because what do you mean?
Oh, I
you're-"
saw that.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
But what do you mean you're Princess Diana Beanie Baby in the revenge?
Did anyone have that one?
I had, the Princess Diana.
You
I
did?
was
I
like,
had
not
the
the
Princess
revenge
Diana
dress.
one. Yeah, the purple one. I didn't have it in a dress, but
We
my
paid
parents I think still have it.
$40 to
Did
get.
were any of those actually worth any money?
I think
don't
some.
think so.
Not
Oh,
even
no?
some, you know what?
Maybe,
Oh,
maybe
I
one
thought
of like
some
the
were.
early, definitely not
Yeah.
mine, but maybe
No.
one of the earlier.
Probably not,
Like the
because there's so
first-
many of them. Why would any of those be worth money?
I know.
know.
They
I
almost
think
made too many, right? I know. They needed to be like a real limited edition,
They
which I
just
mean, they
will-
said they would.
They will
for sure.
forever. I will just always associate Beanie Babies with Carl Sternegger.
Oh, CJ?
See, am I saying? Sorry, I said Carl.
You
CJ?
went by like his like legit name. I was like,
Yes.
oh, Carl.
I know. I was like the
Christian name.
inventor. Zach Galifianakis or whatever.
Yeah, we're like, oh, the guy that designed them, the original man, Carl.
I think of
Oh,
him
why
too.
did I
every
call
day.
him Carl? I know that's his name, but
Carl. Oh
I
my
did
god, well,
not
if he's
know
at the
that was
reunion, I'll call him Carl.
CJ's name.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it was Carl
Carl.
James,
Makes sense.
probably. Something like
I
that.
think he
Yeah.
was just the junior, wasn't he?
Oh,
That's why it was CJ.
Oh, maybe.
That's a bold choice to name a child Carl Jr. and like expect that to be like, we're calling him CJ so that no one makes fun of him. I'm like, they're gonna find out.
Well, every day. I mean, I grew up with him, so I always knew like
Right.
first day of school or whenever there was a new teacher, his name is Carl. That's on the You can call me
Wow.
CJ.
That's
Call
so
me
fun. I
CJ,
mean,
please don't
I
call me
should
Carl
know.
Jr.
We are fourth cousins, which is still crazy to me that we are related.
Not
I didn't
often.
know
Yeah.
fourth
Oh, yeah.
cousins was a thing. Isn't that
Yeah.
just acquaintances?
Isn't it just neighbors? You would think like, okay, relax.
We
But no,
share
we were-
like a great.
Yeah, we share some great
Yeah.
someone way up there. We'll be right back.
Hey, Kenny, where's the fire? Softball game, Kendall's Field. It's gonna be all boys. So what are we waiting for?
That was the summer when everything started to change.
Exactly.
I will
Thank you for
say
bringing
this
it back.
soundtrack
Bring
was
it
my
back.
personality for quite some time.
Oh,
I
this
brought this
soundtrack.
around in a tape and like played it wherever I was.
Right.
Mhm.
They must have spent so much money on this soundtrack, right?
It's
Those
so
songs.
good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And what's so good about it is it really feels like it's part of the scenes. You know, many of them they're singing these songs, you know,
Yeah.
or like right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I love that it is truly ingrained in the story. It's not just like, all right, in post we'll add like, you know. These were the top songs at the time. Just in the top 10, I won't name all 10, but the number one song was Mariah's Fantasy, of course. Sweet, Sweet Fantasy, number one. Gangsta's Paradise, Kiss from a Rose. And a song in this movie was in the top 10. A quintessential, like mid 90s tune that always makes me think of morning aerobics at Baker Elementary. As I Lay Me Down.
So good.
Susie B. Hawkins.
What were you saying, Mel?
Ace of Base.
Oh, I wish. No Ace of Base in this movie, no. But As I Lay Me Down.
Dawson's
Yep.
Creek.
Dawson's Creek. Yep.
Me
It's such a like
yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
I love that song.
amazing kid. Yes. So that was in the house. So what a perfect, I mean, what her name was Sophie B. Hawkins, I believe. What
Sophie
a
B.
time for her.
Hawkins.
Top 10 song in these movies and shows. I mean,
Mhm.
now Sophie, are you out there? I don't know what she's up to, but hopefully
I
Doesn't
hope
need
she's
to-
living her best
Doesn't need to
lesbian
do
life.
anything else.
yes,
Yeah.
hopefully she's just, I mean,
Yeah.
hopefully we gave her some residual penny for watching this movie
Yeah.
somehow.
Yes.
Since we're all theater people, I'll quickly tell you what was pretty interesting on Broadway. The day before this movie came out, which was October 20th, 95, Carol Channing was in Hello, Dolly, the revival, which I just feel is like such a big thing for her. Like when you think of Carol Channing, her Hello, Dolly is like one of them, right? So that revival had just opened on Broadway. For some reason, I thought that was like decades earlier. I did not know that was 1995. And I literally, my jaw dropped. I had no idea. Maybe you guys knew this, but also at the same time, there was a Broadway musical version of Victor Victoria starring Julie Andrews, who was, of course, in the movie. I had no idea. Do you guys have any?
No, I didn't know.
I had
Right?
no idea.
Yeah.
That's
And it was a
amazing.
success. I mean, it was like I mean, to bring her back. So I was like,
Yeah.
whoa, I somehow did not know any of that. So
That'd be amazing to see her.
right. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh. And
serious.
she said in the stuff I was looking up, she even said like she purposely pulled a Katherine Heigl or Katherine Heigl pulled a Julie Andrews. I didn't know this. She took her name out of any of the Tony running that year because she wanted the focus to be on her co-star. She already had all the awards love from the movie. So
Oh.
they're
That's
little,
sweet. That's
right?
way nicer than like
Yeah, she's a really nice person. I've
Yes.
heard.
She's our queen, right?
Mhm.
Real quickly, TV, Wishbone had just premiered. Remember Wishbone?
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Gigi
Right.
Fuzz Fuzz was a wishbone.
Oh, yes, she
It
was.
I was like, this
Absolutely.
is our celebrity crush. I used to celebrity crush on Wishbone.
Wishbone and Goosebumps, which I just talked about. That was about to premiere a week after this, so that was really fun. And lastly, other popular movies at the box office. So this opened at number 2. Number 1 was Get Shorty, which I still have never seen. I feel like, oh yeah, anyone here seen it? No? Yeah, John Travolta, Gene Hackman.
I hear
Yeah.
it's great.
Yeah, it was
Love
a big
Gene
deal. That was popular. 7 with Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman. Antonio Banderas was really becoming a thing because he had Assassins with Sylvester Stallone. And talk about a sexy movie. If it's ever on, watch it. I'm sure it's terrible, but it's with Rebecca De Mornay. Never Talk to Strangers. It's a more obscure film, but
Oh, I've
I
never
remember
seen
watching that on cable, and the sex scenes. I mean, they're up against like a fence. Boo. I mean. So talk about a sexy movie. Yeah, if that's on, sure, I'll choose
C.
C.
Yeah.
Okay, right? So those movies were out, as was, some wholesome movies like How to Make an American Quilt with Winona, The Big Green. Remember The Big Green, the soccer movie, Disney? No?
Oh, yeah.
Does that ring a bell?
Vaguely.
The
Okay.
title, but not seeing it. Yeah.
Okay, yep.
I was
So
like,
those,
soccer.
Wait, I didn't have Disney, so maybe I don't know it.
well, that was in theaters. So,
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, like with, it was basically a Sandlot reunion. A lot of the Sandlot boys were in
I
it.
think I might have.
Oh, I do remember this.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. So that was
Yeah.
what was going on. But now here comes Now and Then. So I know I normally ask, what's this movie about? But it's pretty obvious. And, there's a bunch of us here. So instead, I want to ask each of you, who is your favorite character in this movie? And to add a little extra layer, it can be the child version or the adult version. If, so technically we have 8 or more if you want to include the supporting characters. But who is your favorite character? Who do you love watching the most in this movie? Let's go with, who do you think has seen this movie the most in this group? I feel like Mel, I feel like you might have seen it the most. I'll go with you first, Mel.
I may have, because I watched it. I used to watch it all the time.
Yeah,
but,
I feel like you and I have talked about this movie a lot over the years.
I didn't get a chance to rewatch it for this. I now I really want to.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mel. Bye.
But, I used to really love. Well, I think Teeny is really funny. But I think probably I was gravitated towards Samantha, Sam.
Yep.
Both the adult and kid versions.
Demi and Gabby, absolutely. Yeah, Sam is very much our lead. You know, it's funny because rewatching, because last time I saw this was 5 years ago. I seem to watch it like every like big anniversary. She's just so moody. I feel like you're not as moody. You know, L. Dot comes out. You know, your version's a little more. You know, but no, absolutely no. Sam is great. She's very thoughtful and she's a writer. Are you writing more, by the way, Mel? Are you working more on your story?
No.
Okay. All right.
Cut the tape.
I need to. I have a lot up here. But since I talked to you about that one day I was writing, no, I have not.
Okay, well, you'll catch up. You'll get back.
My brain does literally all the time. If I talk about I'm like, well, I'm like applying to this and I'm like setting up casting sites and I'm like, and my brain goes like, cool. And we talked about it. So we did it today. Now we can have a snack.
Gabby Hoffman and Demi Moore as Samantha.
Don't be afraid to take the plunge. You might surprise yourself. He's back, and we brought him here.
I think also because I want to be a writer so badly, I always also was really found that character appealing. Like absolutely. I would want to be her.
Yeah, I do. I love how thoughtful she is, and she's got like family stuff going on. She's one of really out of the 4. There's really only a couple, which we'll get into. There's really only a couple that we really are like peeling back the layers to look at their family life. You know what I mean? And that makes sense for time. You can't get into everyone's like nitty gritty, but yeah, she's got some really interesting things going on. And I do love her stuff with, who is he? Crazy Pete, the old guy, which basically feels kind of like a ripoff to Home Alone, you know, the creepy neighbor who's actually a good guy, right?
I think young Teeny is my favorite. Yeah.
Fun.
Laura.
She's definitely the comic relief.
Yeah, she's fun. She's funny.
Thora Birch and Melanie Griffith as Teeny.
You are a sexual magnet, attracting men from the 4 corners of the world.
It's interesting, though, that you say you feel like Sam is the main I mean, I know she's the narrator, but I feel like in her telling the story, Roberta is actually the main character.
Okay. You think so?
That's just the way I have always perceived it. Like, she's the narrator. She's an important voice, but I always kind of thought the story was really Roberta's.
Yeah, they both to me feel like, even though Thora Birch Teeny has such great stuff to do, it feels mostly it's like Samantha and Roberta, you know, have the most to kind of go through, right? Yeah. I totally. And Christina Ricci which is pretty amazing. It was like I do love that this movie credited the kids first, because I feel like a different movie, even though the adults aren't in it as much, of course, it's mostly the kids, we know, right? But a different movie would put like Demi Moore, you know, Melanie Griffith, like they're first, but Christina Ricci's first. So they really, right?
Her storyline, I think I remember the most, maybe because it's so sad, but.
Yes, of course. She's got a lot to do with grieving. And also she's got such fun stuff with the boys, you know, and like we said, the boobs. I mean, she's got some really interesting moments that stick in mind immediately when you think of Now and Then, you know, plus some great outfits. I love that striped shirt she wears when she beats up the boy.
It's so good.
Oh God.
Yes.
Oh my God, it's so fun.
Christina Ricci and Rosie O'Donnell as Roberta.
You're a woman on the verge. It's like a volcano ready to erupt.
It's so fun. Yeah, but what a look.
We'll probably get to it, but I just learned this fun fact about the movie and that character specifically.
Yes, save that for a minute, Mel, because I want you to tell it, because I just learned that too. Kit, what about you? Your favorite character?
It is really, really hard to say, because growing up, my mom instantly was like, "You're Samantha. you're a brunette, because my mom was like, you're a brunette girl whose parents are divorced. I was like, it's not the same. Like he was left when I was really tiny. But she's like, and my mom always, and I fought it as a kid, my mom always wanted me to be a writer. She was like, you write, you're my little writer, you tell stories. I was like, I am a beautiful actress and I will win awards. So I wanted desperately to be seen as teeny. And I knew I was seen as more of a Samantha. And then I also really did relate to Roberta because I played softball constant. I loved playing softball. And would have punched anyone who said that girls couldn't play softball. But it's now growing up, I realize how similar to Samantha I really probably even at the time was, like reading books in my bed and a little bit like that's maybe not the right word, but a little bit like melancholic for a kid. Like a little bit like, like when she was like, when Brendan Fraser's like, parents don't know much, and she's like, yeah, you got that right.
Yes,
she swears during it. I can't remember what the line is exactly.
She says no shit, and
no
then he like
shit.
looks at her, right?
And then they all smoke their cigarettes.
Tampons. He really, it's funny how influential this movie. And now, like rewatching it, I'm always like, oh wow, like I just wonder how much of this rubbed off on us. I mean, it's also like what every group of friends probably does, but it is interesting because maybe not a lot happens per se in the movie. It's kind of just like slice of life. It's coming of age. It truly is. Like even in like Stand By Me, which this movie was compared to with the boys, like there's still. Oh, Mel, check it out. They're actually, if you want, I think they're going to Red Bank, New Jersey, but the surviving cast members are on tour because they're coming up to New Hampshire and I kind of want to go, but it's like Jerry O'Connell, it's Corey Feldman and Will Wheaton. They're coming back to see the movie and to talk about it,
I don't know if I'd ever want to be in a room with Corey Feldman.
I know.
Isn't he the one that made those allegations with
Michael Jackson?
No,
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen. Did you guys watch his documentary?
Oh, not yet. I know you said you loved it, right?
So good. He does.
So Corey Feldman's involved. Oh, I didn't realize. Wow. So even though this movie might not have such it's not taken as seriously maybe as a Stand By Me or other films,
I wonder why.
I know.
What's different about
why?
Yeah, why would they ever? Why would Siskel and Ebert? Why would Gene Siskel say that this entire movie was filled with girl talk? And that he couldn't stand it. He didn't like how, it was all just, and I was like, oh, girl talk, like about how her mom died. Like, girl talk, like,
right? Because we have a death of a parent, we have divorce, we have, budding sexuality, right?
Like, I didn't even realize that, like, when they pan across when Sam's mom, how short are those shorts, how tall are those boots scene, they pan across and they're like, it's like a municipal building across the street and there's a couple and someone's holding their baby and they've just gotten married at like a courthouse. That I think it's kind of showing like, and they were, like little bits of, the sexual revolution, or maybe it's not. Yes. But I'm like, but go off. Let's say it wasn't a real movie, like a bunch of boys wandering around trying to find a dead body. I was like, oh my God, all the boy talk that I had to listen to and Stand By Me.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Have you ever been French kissed?
Are you kidding? I don't want to get pregnant.
But if we wanted to know the truth, we went to our friends.
It's like somebody going, boo, that's what sex is.
And if anything, I think this movie really, I mean, we didn't grow up in 1970, like this movie takes place, but I just feel like it really captures like suburban life, neighborhoods, summer, like it feels very like my own memories. You know what I mean? Yes. So if in that aspect, I think it's super solid and like very realistic, and that's why it's so relatable and people love it all these years later, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'd say real quick, my favorite character of them all. I mean, I know it's kind of a joke, but I don't know, there's something about Rosie. There's something about Rosie where I'm just like, she always draws my attention. I think it's her terrible outfits. I don't know. I mean, the poor lady had such bad costuming. But no, yeah, I think Roberta. Yeah, I think Christina Ricci, like you were saying, like she just, I mean, I was obsessed with her. She was having such a year. She had just done Casper, of course, the Addams Family movie. So she was
finally got that kiss with Devon Sawa.
Right. Isn't that funny?
That's so crazy that they're both in that.
In both.
Is that on purpose? Like she got him the job or something?
I had just read recently somewhere in some article. Yeah, apparently because they had shot Casper. It's not like this was like shot before then, even though to me, Devon Sawa seems younger in this movie than in Casper. But which also we need to talk about the nudity because I don't know about that. Let's table that for a second. But no, the producers, and Demi Moore's one of the producers, I guess when they were really going after Christina Ricci and she was having this big hit Casper, they I guess were already like looking at Devon in the movie and they're like, oh well, they already kind of have this great chemistry. Let's see what they're like as like rivals, you know. So I think he just got cast right from Casper. That's what this interview made it seem like. So yeah. And then it's funny, she and Ashley, the girl that plays Chrissy, who has passed away in real life, they then a couple weeks later did a lesser known movie that I still loved. What? Why are you laughing?
Kate's reaction.
I didn't know she passed away.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I just looked at it right now, so that's why I wasn't surprised.
Oh, yep. Yeah. She passed a while ago too, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
26.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Ashley Aston Moore and Rita Wilson as Chrissy.
Let go of your inhibitions before you dry up like a prune.
I even have in my notes how she's like such a little pro. Like when you see her in behind the scenes stuff, she's like, these are the people I have to work with. Do you see this madness? Like she's so cute and professional.
The behind the scenes stuff is so cute. Yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
There was a clip going around of like them doing like homework or something in a trailer and they're like, yeah, this is lame. It's cute.
Yes, I have like bits we can talk about, but like Samantha, the girl who played, or Gabby Hoffman, had a picture of what's his name, Billy Joe from Green Day.
Green Day, yes.
In like her trailer, and she was like, "There he is."
Isn't
He's
that great?
so cute. It was adorable.
Really cute.
So cute. Yeah. No, I'm glad you saw that too. It's so funny. It popped up to me recently.
Yeah.
But no, Christina and Ashley right after this did like literally a couple weeks later. That's how busy Christina was. Did Gold Diggers, which has anyone here ever seen Gold Diggers? I actually saw that in the theater. I saw that in the theater. Me, my mom, and maybe two other people. But it's her and Anna Schlumsky. I never know how to say her last name. Very, very queer coded. Yeah. So Christina was kind of like.
You just posting about that?
Yeah.
Yes.
You were, right?
Yep. That just hit 30 as well. Mm-hmm. Did you guys see Now and Then in theaters? Did anyone see it in the theater?
No.
Yeah. I feel like we were just a little too young.
This is a rental.
Yeah, rental.
Yeah. I feel like that's something probably went to West Coast Video to get.
Yeah.
Well, the working title was originally, I'm so glad they changed it to Now and Then, because that I feel like is so obvious, but also so classic. It was called The Gaslight Edition, which is like the name of their neighborhood, which I could understand, but like that does not sound good.
No.
Right? It's so like
even without the gaslighting connotation now, it just feels kind of strange. Like I keep thinking edition, like early edition. Yeah. No, it's always like kind of
adding to the right.
It feels like a play with sad people, like a Tennessee Williams, you know.
Yes, you're so right. The Gaslight Edition. It's like at the end of this cul-de-sac, and it's like, don't go down there, right? Yeah.
Your dreams are dying in the Gaslight Edition.
Well, real quick, I won't go through everyone's credits, but I'll just at least talk, and then I want to hear all of our favorite moments, just about our girl power behind the camera. Like I mentioned, Demi Moore was a producer on this as well, so she definitely got it going. The writer-producer it's so interesting. I love that this writer and director, you guys might have known this. I think I knew and then forgot, so rereading it this morning, I was like, oh my gosh. They have worked together multiple times. This was their first, collaboration. But the writer-producer, her name's Marlene King. This was one of her earliest screenplays. Before this, she wrote, same year came out, a National Lampoon, probably straight to video movie called Senior Trip, starring Jeremy Renner, which is really funny to see him before he was a thing, right? And Kit, you'll love this because you were with me on Cruel Intentions. That was co-written by Roger Cumble, the director of Cruel Intentions. So fun little movie trivia there. But the director, Leslie Linka Glatter, had done a lot of TV, Twin Peaks, NYPD Blue, but these two teamed up years later on Pretty Little Liars. Isn't that fun?
Yeah. They're a good team.
Yes. The writer, created Pretty Little Liars. And she has been quoted saying Now and Then was like totally part of the Pretty Little Liars DNA. So isn't that so fun?
Yeah, very, very cool.
Right. And apparently because of the success of PLL, the writer King had said that ABC Family wanted to do a TV show of Now and Then, which I could totally see working.
That'd be cute. Yeah.
Right? I could totally see it working. Back in 2012, it was announced that they were developing Now and Then as a series, but ABC Family wanted the concept to be then was the 90s when this movie came out, and now it was 2012. And King really did not want that because, which is really interesting because even though the 90s are so fun, she said not much has really changed. 1970, no cell phones, totally different fashion, right?
Yeah.
And like we're saying, like, you know, femininity and girl power and women's rights and all that stuff, right? She said, like, I would want the show to continue 70s and 90s, not 90s and like the 10s, right?
Like all the girls are spending the summer at home watching the O.J. Simpson chase.
Oh my God. And the seance is Nicole. They're trying to reach.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah. So she said, and her quote was, I didn't want to take a chance on changing the time period. To me, there will never be a 1970s again. So to set it in the 90s with cell phones and things like that, it just wouldn't work. And I felt like it would ruin the movie, how special the movie is. So yeah, amen. So the show then, you know, was just shelved, and I'm sure they'll try to, you know, bring it back in some way, you know, because since there's enough love for this movie. But I just thought that was cool that they've worked together on other big, you know, female centric things, you know.
Tell us who did it, Johnny. We're here to help.
Holy moly!
I love their seance stuff. I've always, I mean, no surprise there, but I love their obsession, their random obsession, like we all had as friends, as kids. You just zero in on like this gravestone or this whatever. I love the whole Dear Johnny stuff. I think it's really fun. It's also so random. It doesn't really have anything to really kind of do with anything. But I just love how each of them respond differently to the seance. You know, like Chrissy's like totally not into it. The other girls kind of are. I just think that's a really fun thing. And I like that it's not just a one scene. It's like a recurring thing. That's kind of like that becomes their mission, is this tracking down, much like us, you know, with the true crime of who killed, you know, this kid and all that, and going through the old library records. So I would say I'll start off with that. The whole seance stuff, the graveyard, the cemetery at night, lots of rain at night in this movie randomly. But yeah, that's my first thing. How about you, Mel?
Definitely when Christina Ricci is looking, they're in the library and she comes across the article where her mom dies. She realizes that she went like pretty painfully, and she has a breakdown and stuff. So that is definitely the most memorable scene to me, and what I always think about too. Because I actually remember as a kid, I think I was like a little bit confused, like why it was so, you know, earth shattering to her. And you had to have it explained, like, no, she thought it was like, you know, she went peacefully, and like, you know, when you're super young, you don't realize the difference between the different ways of dying, you know, can be like more peaceful versus more brutal.
Right.
Yeah. So that's really memorable to me.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And really emotional and upsetting.
And she does so well, Christina, in that scene. And then it carries over into later in the film. There's like an attic scene where she's talking more about it. And and she's mad at her dad for lying to her, for like, you know, softening it a bit, right? Yeah. Yeah. Really touching. Yeah. How about you, Kit?
I mean, there's so many. Like, I immediately think, every time I hear the phrase Now and Then, I think, Chrissy, breasts is not a dirty word. Like, breasts can't hear you, breasts can't hear you, breasts. Like, I think constantly. How short are those shorts, how tall are those boots always comes to mind. I love Janine Garofalo entirely, always calling them boys. Here you go, boys.
We're girls.
We're girls.
Yeah.
I know. I love those. I think I remember being very moved by all of Christina Ricci's parts, because that really hit me as a young girl at the time. I was like, my anxieties were like starting around 8 and like my OCD was starting. So I was starting to like ideate on the idea, like, what if my mom died? Oh my God, what if I said goodbye? And what if that was the last time and I like have to tell her I love her? I'm like, oh my God.
Just about the only thing that didn't surprise us that summer was who our friends were.
It's too bad your mother's dead. Someone needs to teach you to act like a girl.
I say we make a pact. Whenever we need a friend, we're here for each other. And no matter what happens in life. She was really beautiful, isn't she? We're here for each other always. Best friends for life. For life.
But there's that scene, I always think of the scene, the pond where they go swimming.
Oh, yeah.
And where Christina Ricci is trying to always make it a joke and make it light and make it. And when the others are still laughing, but Chrissy, because Chrissy was there to, she thought, and how like prepossessed Chrissy is as this like sheltered little girl that she was able to be like, no, and like punches her in the face. And it's like, don't ever do that. Don't you understand what
that's
you
a great
That was not
me?
cool.
No, and it really hit her too, like emotionally.
I
think she
hated
really
that.
got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think
Well-
she got it when Chrissy, I think like if they just played it off, we would have felt we would have been like, what? But Chrissy is us in that situation. It's like, no, you don't tell me that I'm going to lose a friend. I love Chrissy.
Oh yeah, it's a great scene, and also it's beautiful. They're lighting right there on the little like beach part of the pond, and you guys might have seen this. I guess she really did punch her in real life, like to the point where Christina Ricci was bruised, and I guess they had to like shut down production for a couple days. She didn't like turn her head enough, and like there really was, yeah, right.
Kids can't be trusted with stage content. Kids. They're all fists and elbows, like they don't know.
Yeah, so good. How about you, Sarah? You have a special moment?
So this is going to sound so bland, but I think it really is like the image that is conjured for me when I hear the name of the movie and I think about it. It's them on their bike with the radio singing along. Summers for me at that age, we're riding around town on my bike, picking up, go to this house, then the two of you go ride uptown, then we go meet up with this person, and so much time just spent like biking around, being silly and like free and just not thinking about much besides like where's the next place we're biking to. Just like it encapsulates such a memory and a vibe from that time.
I'm so glad you brought that up because the bikes. I mean, these girls. Well, I was going to say walked, but I guess biked so that Stranger Things could bike more.
Yeah.
Right? For real. I mean, that shot of the girl, there's a few great shots of the 4 girls on their bikes. I mean, you're so right. It's beautiful. It's so fun. It immediately like transports me back to when you're that age on the bike and the day is long, in a good way.
Hey, wormers! Come and get 'em, suckers! Hey! Nice!
No matter what I do, they just keep getting bigger.
Kit, you mentioned the pond. There's another pond scene with the boys. So I want to talk about the nudity because these boys, I looked up, Devon Sawa was only 17 in the credits. He and Gabby Hoffman had like guardians, but no other kids, their guardians aren't listed. I don't know what's up with that. But I mean, these boys were underage. We see butts, not a big deal. It's cute, but like, what do you as adults now, as some moms in the group, as some caretakers? I mean, is that weird that we have like underage nudity and like these boys are running around? And I mean, you can't see anything, but you can see
when Devon Sawa, because I was 10 at the time, and you can see when we used to try to pause it as children to see where he bends down to get his underwear. Everyone was like, you can see his balls.
You can see,
You can a little bit. It meant nothing to me as a child. I mean, it meant something like in my mind, like, oh, I can see it, but you couldn't really make anything out. But yeah, as an adult me, I'm like, hey, quick question. What the hell is wrong with you? How dare you put my son in that scenario?
It wasn't body doubles. I wasn't sure.
Good question. That's a really good question, Sarah. I don't know. I should look it up. Maybe it was, but I don't know.
And then butts aren't, because I go back and forth. There's that movie. Oh gosh, I can't remember the name of it, but it's the one about how we were kids when it came out too. So Arthur Conan Doyle, how he like believed in fairies, and there was a movie that was kind of like felt like The Little Princess, but it was like these two girls, and it was as if the fairy story was true. In any event, there's a scene where she's like, it's like the 1800s, and she's in a bathtub, her mom is bathing her, and I remember as like a 10-year-old being like, oh my gosh, you can see her, she's naked, and then being like, well, so what, it's just a bathtub, like it's so the butt,
like
the
her
butts,
front?
you could see her front, and I remember as a kid being, she was probably like 8 to 10.
That's way too old.
I remember as a kid being like, oh, I would feel like, and then I was as a kid telling myself, well, but it's not, I shouldn't be thinking of this that way. That's not that creepy, or like, I wouldn't put it in my movie, but I do feel like the boys, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to tastefully do the child bathing scene in my movie. But no, there's like, I think the butts running away, there's something like cute and innocent about little boy butts, or anyone's little butt just running away. But when the bending down, I think they should have been careful. I don't think there should be any way you could accidentally
look at it two ways. Like, are we feeling sensitive about it because we're like making something gross about it?
Yeah.
Or you know, is it wrong? I don't know. Or inappropriate. Like,
I think it's right on the line, this particular one, because butts, come on, it's kids.
I think because their age is kind of on the line. Like,
I feel like also just knowing the time frame that this movie was made, we know that Hollywood was particularly insidious toward children and not protective toward children at this time. So it's like
Corey Feldman.
Even though I'm not looking at it sexually, like even though I'm not like, I'm like, I don't trust any of the adults who made this film.
I don't trust the sound guy. Jesus.
Okay, I'm Googling as we're talking about this. All right, so Devin has talked about this, and it's so funny. Kit, someone tweeted in this whatever article, it's like whatever, but they have some tweets, and someone literally said what you said. If you were a girl who grew up watching Now and Then and didn't pause and rewind 15 times with your friends to see if you can spot Devin Sawa's weenie when his clothes are stolen, you didn't really live your childhood. Yeah, so many people were like
lived.
That.
Let me tell you, friends, how I lived.
Right? This was all of us. It was an exciting scene. But so Devin says that was all them. That there were no stunt or body doubles. He said you really can't see anything because in his words, they were all wearing a frontal sock. But you can still.
I saw the sock.
You can still see some bits. He said what made it so awkward was actually, and this is a good thing, maybe because women were at the helm of this project. Thank God, right? He said everyone was so careful. The set was very safe, locked off. No one could be there. He said if we had just done it, it wouldn't have been so weird. But because they were being so overly protective of us, it felt very awkward. So he said it was not a good time for him. But yeah, they really are naked in the water with these socks, so yeah, which I mean the water bit, whatever, it's for me, it's the and seeing them run, they have random things that they're covering themselves with, but then it's the reverse shot. It's seeing their butts that I'm just like, I think we got it. I don't know if I need to see like true teen boy butts jiggling.
The butts are the part that I think are sweet. It's like the copper tone baby. But it was when they knelt down that I was like, oh, I mean, as a kid, I was like, yay, Devin, it's Casper. But like, I think they don't need to see it.
The fact that they're boys, it is kind of different. Sorry.
Totally. Oh yeah. That would be so
different,
wrong
especially at the time too. Like we're getting into being able to see, like, male nudity was always a comedy thing. It was like if you ever catch a sight of I do think the context is
comedy.
That's true. Yeah. Totally true. Yeah, I hear you. I wanted to get your thoughts on that.
They wouldn't do that today. They wouldn't do that today.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Today the camera wouldn't get any lower than like chest. I mean, they wouldn't even. There was like a little, I do appreciate that it's a little risque. It's keeping this movie like not. It's really getting kind of honest here. Yeah. Right. So
and
I do appreciate that.
Being like, well, now you've all forced my hand. You're going to be talking about his thing all summer, and no, I'll look.
And then she comes back around. She's like, "It's not very big.
Not very big. I don't know how he's going to water that flower."
Oh my God!
Bonnie Hunt.
Bonnie Hunt. And this brings me to my next question. Let's talk about all the supporting people. Some great cameos. We talked about Janine. Kit, say some words about Bonnie Hunt, because she's not in it much, but wow.
And she is one of my favorite parts in the movie. She's
Oh,
not
yeah.
in it much. She's for a hot second. It's one of the funniest line readings because it's so her point of view on it when she's like, what we were talking about. And Chrissy goes, sex. And she goes, see, now when you say that so casually, it makes mommy very scared. Which is the fun when you say that so casually. See, saying sex is like someone says, boo, boo, I'm scared. Like, and she's like, sorry, mommy. And she's like, it's okay.
If we wanted to hear the facts, we went to our parents.
I've been thinking about what you asked me.
About sex?
You say that very casually. It scares me.
I also
Can it be up? Can it be down?
Can it be up?
Which way is it? Is this the right
She's
way?
like, it can't be. Yeah.
Oh my God, but I love how, like, I feel terribly for her. I'm like, wow, that's a pathological thing to be that frightened of sex. I love. See, when you say that so casually, it frightens mommy.
Great scene. I feel like growing up, that was a quoted scene, like with the whole watering of the flowers, like that, right? That was a moment
big
that
hose
stuck.
or a small one. Doesn't matter as long as it works.
As long as it works. So good. Yeah, we have her. Sarah, is there anyone that pops out in your mind from the guest stars besides, Janine, Bonnie?
Horace Leachman.
Horace Leachman as Sam's grandmother, right? Who looks so good in her little dress.
Yes. I mean, truly the adults, it's a stacked adult cast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot how many fabulous, amazing adults were in this movie.
Absolutely. And can I just say, I'm sure I've told you all this before, but I always forget that they hide from Cloris Leachman. They hide from Grandma. And literally, I've never felt more seen, because the amount of times that my family and I would do that, especially when my mom's mom would come over, she would ring the doorbell and we knew unannounced. It was always unannounced. And somehow we were always home together, which is, she somehow knew, like, oh, you're going to be home. You're all going to be there. She'd ring the doorbell and we all looked at her like, oh shit. Like, turn the TV off. Don't move. Right. Then she would come around. If you remember my house, come around to the glass door where we all were.
Yeah.
And there were times when we would
get in the back, like, gate.
Yes,
then.
she would have to open the gate. Yep. And come around and she was doing this. And sometimes we were there and, oh my God, this is so bad that I'm admitting this. But like, especially if like Marina and I were on the couch, we just blasted the TV so loud and just pretended we could not hear her. It's so awful. It's so rude. But yeah, my mom would be like, quick, the blinds. No one moved. Like we would hide. So it's so funny because I forget that exists in this movie. But wow. See, that's what I mean. Real life. Sorry, my mom. Oh boy.
Long
like
time listener.
She would be like dropping off like something or in the neighbor. Like it was sweet. Like now I'm like, oh my God. Oh yeah, it was. Oh, sometimes honestly,
I remember you saying this, Mark.
Guys, it was bad. She would be dropping off like Christmas gifts, and we'd be like,
oh no.
Because like I grew up, my grandparents lived in like the idea that I would ever ignore my grandmother knocking on the door. I'm like little Rumor Willis.
It's really gross. Like I might cut this out. I don't think people can hear this. This is terrible. I'm going to hell. It's so bad.
You were a child.
We just our house was such hibernation. I mean, like, oh God, it was just like, oh no, please do not, and especially unannounced. Like,
oh yeah. No, we always, if someone rang the doorbell. I don't have an appropriate response to doorbells to this day.
Right? Same.
I'm not answering that. Like, it's like, please don't move. No, literally. But you guys probably weren't like that, right?
Ash's family was, but my family completely.
I don't think that's a universal thing, but that's literally our reaction to a
South Philly Italian, like, hey, who's at the dog?
No. I don't think people ring doorbells in my family. I think they just. I'm like trying to rack my brain. I don't know.
When we were growing up, people would randomly come to your door. I don't know why, but
yeah,
it would happen.
Scott came to my door.
Oh wow, yeah,
because she lived right around the corner. Tamara Scott.
Yeah.
Oh, to come.
It was like just to hang out.
No,
it was
not
like
even to hang. It was like solicitors.
Solicitors.
Jehovah's. I think the Jehovah's Witnesses.
The Jehovah's in Morristown. Yep.
Yeah, they like to come around.
Yep. I have a distinct memory. You guys remember my house was sort of like split level in a way. And like when the doorbell would ring and like I would like stealthily like hide behind a stair to kind of look. And even if and sometimes it was my grandmother and I'd be like, And it was kind of fun then because it was like, oh my God, I'm like in a horror movie. Like, don't let the killer see you. But it was
So
my
it'd be
grandmother.
so scary. You're just waiting for them to leave.
Yeah.
So you can make noise again.
Yes. Oh my God. It's crazy. So crazy.
And
Anyway.
yeah.
So yeah, Cloris Leachman, great. Yeah, some really fun stuff there. How about you, Mel? Is there another, I was going to say guest star as if this was a show. Is there another like cameo or smaller role that you wanted to shout out?
I need to rewatch
Yeah.
to remember. We were just talking about Hank Azaria, so.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
good.
There's some good tension there because mom likes him. He's the new date, and Samantha, which
he's actually so nice. So I don't like how
he is.
Yeah.
But Mel, upon the rewatch, this is the mom's first date with him. He goes first date jitters, and I was like, my mother would never introduce me to the first date.
Yeah, that's really on the mom, honestly.
Yeah, the mom, some questionable behavior. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And that's where
I get it. She's a human too, and so, but I don't agree with what she's doing.
No.
Yeah.
She's a human, so she's made a mistake. I feel like that is a mistake what she's done. Yeah.
It was the 70s. First date jitters were different then.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But no, I wanted to say
my child too. Sam coming home and seeing him holding her little sister, I would have seen red.
Yeah.
That's
this
true.
guy cannot last. You're so right.
Root or truth or dare?
Truth.
How big are your boobs now?
Well, just how big are your boobs?
36 deep and worth every penny.
Mel, do you want to share what you heard recently about a certain character that I think I know too? So tell me.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not news since I heard it. But it was on I think making the rounds on Instagram recently about Roberta's character was originally supposed to be it's supposed to be a storyline in the movie that she's a lesbian, and that's why Rosie O'Donnell wanted to play that part. But I'm actually, now that I'm talking about it, I wonder how true that is, because Rosie was not out, which she really
Right. Rosie wasn't out yet, which is so interesting.
have wanted. Maybe this is not true.
Well, no, I think this is because what I heard on top of that,
She
Mel,
signed up for it because this was a lesbian role.
Well, I had heard the opposite. So this is so fun. I had heard that they really wanted Rosie because she was on the up and up. She had just done the Flintstones, like Sleepless in Seattle with some of these same actors. So they really wanted her, but she kept saying no. So I had heard that.
Yours is probably correct.
And somehow they got her. I'm not sure how. Maybe, she realized just how nice and wholesome and sweet this movie is. So she's like, okay, yeah, right. And so, and Christina Ricci has backed this up. Both Christina and Rosie have said the script, she was totally a lesbian. She was not just a tomboy, like the line that Rita Wilson says, which is so funny because now I know this, rewatching it, she says it off camera. So it was like an ad lib, it was a dub. So Kit basically was like in the studio with Rita Wilson saying, okay, record this, right? Yeah. But she says, oh, she's living in sin with her boyfriend.
Living in sin with her boyfriend. Yeah.
It was probably living in sin with your girlfriend. And that's why Rosie then says, totally normal. So, and I mean, look at her. I mean, they dress her in such a butch way. She's throwing a basketball with like boys on the street. Like,
no. And even as a kid watching that, I was like, even when she's a girl, not a woman yet, I didn't get a vibe that she would be with a boy. I thought that was really weird that she has the romance.
Yes. Isn't that interesting with her and Devin, that Devin's attracted to her. Yeah. It's interesting. And that, you know what, now that I think about it, yeah, she has the kiss. And I guess she doesn't really tell her friends, because I'm thinking out of all the girls that want to kiss, it's Teenie. So it's sort of surprising that doesn't lead to just a little feud between them.
It was the very last day that she ever taped her boobs down. After that's what they say, she never taped her boobs again. Yeah. Right. I always liked it because I was a little tomboy, but I was also very feminine on the inside. And I was like, I hate pink because pink means you don't get taken seriously. But really, I liked pink. I liked all that stuff. So I liked the idea. I was like, oh, okay, he can see that even though she likes rough and tumble stuff, it doesn't mean she doesn't want to be kissed. It doesn't mean that
I was like, what? In what universe?
Yeah. But I was like, I felt bad because her brothers too. I was like, oh, she doesn't have anyone, she wants to be a girl, but there's nowhere to put it, and then that he saw, but I do feel
that's what they were going for, I guess.
Yeah, that might, yeah. But I agree though, Mel. And I also especially agree because when you see Rosie O'Donnell, God love her, just her vibe, you just can tell. I was like, bullshit. She's living in sin with her boy. You mean her girlfriend? Like, bullshit. Like, and whereas Christina Ricci kind of gave off a vibe, I was like, oh, she likes Devon Sawa. Look at her.
Right.
Well, seeing that actually got me thinking, did any of you watch the Rosie O'Donnell show?
Oh yeah, the talk show. Oh yeah.
A little bit.
Amazing.
I used to watch
one of the best. Yeah.
Yeah, and she was quite obsessed with Tom Cruise.
Very.
So was that an act?
My cutie. I think she thought he was cute, but I don't think she was attracted to him.
She made it seem like she was. She went like all in on this.
Yeah.
I think it was a major thing on her show.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
yeah.
every single episode, she was like, my boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Then
it was a thing.
I think it's
it was like an act. The show producer was like,
today, like, I don't think that woman's ever been into a man.
I know. Well, today, yeah. I mean,
I don't think so. Not fully, not beyond being like, he's cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also feel like
really interesting that she like went so hard on that.
Yeah.
I feel like it was a cut, like it was so that there wouldn't be natural questions about who is she dating, who is she interested in, and I think she also intentionally picked someone who would never be
in her league. Sorry.
Yes. Yeah,
I was thinking interested in a human.
I was thinking interested in a woman. I think similarly in the closet.
He's like, I'm sensing something, so I'm gonna pick you, right?
Maybe that is
maybe
she's a rumor.
Or, but she knew to something about God. I'm really going on. Something about Tom Cruise is rather sexless, isn't it?
Oh, I think
something
so.
about him that's rather removed from the whole thing,
especially as he gets older.
As he gets older, yes. But I do think in his prime, no, he was.
Top Gun.
He was a total babe. I mean, so it made sense. But I had a feeling she probably was a fan, and probably like all of us would say, "Oh yeah, he's so handsome. What a look."
Okay?
Yeah.
And then the producers, what?
Are you okay? Is Sarah?
Yes, Sarah.
Oh,
you're having something. Yeah. We'll talk amongst
oh my
ourselves,
God,
but we'll
Chrissy,
casually.
everyone get in the limo.
Put the bag in.
I also love how they may as well just be chain smoking around. They're like, let me kiss that baby. Let me get in there. Like with their
the
cigarettes
limo
and
moment
jackets.
is so like, I feel like the kids are in like a dramedy. The adults are in a full-on comedy. Like Rita Wilson's acting for the stage. Like Rosie telling the limo driver, like, hey, buddy, I need you to get out of the limo. And he's like, I'll take you there. And she's like, no, I'm gonna it's just, that would never happen. He would never let these ladies just,
you
know, legally you're not, this is company car. If you guys do, no, I can't lose my job.
Yeah. Right.
It's coming. I think I saw its head.
You saw its head? You didn't see its head?
You didn't see its head.
No, forget the kids. Take the limo.
The limo?
And then real quick, going back to Rosie being gay, Roberta being gay, like, is it, I don't know. Then it's kind of funny that she's a gynecologist. I don't know. Is that like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a little like,
maybe it's a little, that's pretty fitting.
Maybe that's why Rosie was like, okay, she's gay and a gynecologist. Like, is this a cartoon? Like, no.
She's
right? Is this South
That's
Park?
true. They were like, we have to make her straight so it doesn't seem like a joke.
So it's not
we made her a gynecologist.
Yeah.
Right.
But that, I do remember the line about her having a boyfriend, and also thinking that just like,
being like, even as kids, you're like, oh, okay.
I can't picture that.
Well, yeah, even just watching it this morning when they said that line, I was like, wait, who was she talking about? Like, I like around it.
Is there another Roberta? Like a neighbor?
Guys, I have to go soon. But
you and Sarah probably have to go. But so if you want to hop off now, feel free.
Yeah,
or
I was just gonna say, what do you guys think of the casting between the adults and the kids? Like,
great
is
question.
anyone mismatched, or what do you guys think?
What do you think, Sarah?
I think Roberta young Roberta and Demi, I probably visually would have put them closer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think Rosie O'Donnell was a surprise.
It's kind of rude, actually.
That anyone turned into Rosie
and
out
not
of
that
that
it's,
particular
and you're
group.
right. It's not that it's Rosie is rude. It's just how they styled her. Like Rosie was. She's been way cuter in previous movies. We know this, right?
Yeah.
And I think just Demi's vibe matches Christina Ricci's so much
Could have
close.
worked for
I think
that. Yeah.
probably was a better fit for an older Samantha.
Yeah.
But overall, I mean, I think the casting is fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think just probably the Rosie one. I think even as a kid, I was thrown off. Like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Because they have different accents even. Like,
Yeah.
try to make Rosie change her accent at all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
I
it's
can't
funny.
imagine Rosie O'Donnell being anything other than like a 30-year-old woman. Like, I can't even imagine her as a little Christina Ricci, even though of course she was. But
Yeah.
Yes.
It's funny to think like who else could have been in the movie. Like if it isn't Rosie, who else? And that got me thinking, maybe you guys saw this online, but here are some casting rumors. Apparently Jamie Lee Curtis was originally announced to play adult Chrissy, but was replaced for some reason by Rita Wilson.
she would have been good.
She would have been really good. I mean, Rita's great. Rita's so great, but she is sort of in a different movie. Like she is in sort of like a Father of the Bride or like, I don't like just something so big.
Very silly.
Yeah.
Whereas Jamie, we know from My Girl, Mel, we've talked about My Girl on the show. Like we know Jamie can be wholesome, funny, sweet, big, but like it's always still realistic, you know?
Grounded.
So I don't know. I don't know why Jamie Lee was replaced, but that makes sense because I think Jamie Lee and Melanie Griffith are like besties. Like she's got a group of like maybe even Demi's in it too. I feel like a lot of the ladies went to one of the new Halloween movies to support Jamie, and I remember Melanie is like in the group. Yeah, so you know, and then also I don't know if this is a rumor because I just think it's so funny. Kirsten Dunst was offered the role of Chrissy, but refused to gain weight, which is funny because the actress is barely big. I mean. Right, but
I remember thinking, "Oh, she's the heavy one." But like
in the
looking
90s,
at
she
her
was
as
the
a child,
one.
I was like, "She's like 5 pounds."
Wait, you guys, I
top
think
heavier.
you're jogging my memory. That's why I was so confused that Rosie was not playing her as an adult.
Yeah, I was like, Rita's not fat; she's pregnant.
Interesting.
That's not what happens.
Yeah,
Fat
that
little
would
girls
be.
don't just turn into pregnant ladies.
And we know that Rosie can do such good comedy where Rosie's bigger and pregnant, so she's the adult Chrissy. Then maybe, Demi is Roberta, and then maybe if Jamie Lee could have done it, Jamie Lee could have been older Gabby, older Samantha.
Yeah, which I actually could have seen.
Rita
Demi
can't
as
be older Samantha.
Sam.
Yeah, Demi
I
as
love
older
her
Sam
hair,
is the braids,
vibe.
the smoking,
Yeah,
she's
no, I
such a
love it.
like Daria 90s vibe, you know, right?
The Susie B. Hawkins blasting. Yes, yes.
And then Melanie looks so hot. Melanie is just such a babe. She's got such a good smile, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
But
she looks good.
yeah. And then the only other casting info I saw was which you guys might have seen because this was making the rounds on social recently. Leo was apparently going to be
heard.
right. Did you guys hear that too?
Ooh,
Which
nice.
Leo was going to be Brendan Fraser though.
Oh,
right. Yeah, not Devon Sawa. Which I'm like, but wait, Leo was so young to already be like he's like already have gone to war.
Yeah,
maybe.
Although I
think
mean, realistically,
the point is that they were 18-year-olds.
They were, yeah. That would have been
being sent out there.
Yeah,
it was the ones that didn't go to college. So
that's true. Yeah, I do love Brendan in that apparently uncredited scene. I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah, for some reason they did not credit him, which I always find so weird whenever movies don't like. Did they say like don't credit me, or was that just a totally big error?
Like 10 lines. Like he has like it's like a real part.
Yeah, and he was already like in some things. I mean, Encino Man, hello. So it's just weird, but yeah, you know.
I do love that they tell the story of the 70s. Sorry, I know about
Vietnam.
I do. I love that they get it's a series, and that the girls are able to see. Oh well, this is what they're showing us on the news, and he's like, I hear you. This is maybe the first time you've heard that the news doesn't always show everything, and they're like seeing that.
Totally.
And but they're still safe. It's you're learning, but you're still in the safety of that.
Yep.
4 of them.
Yep.
Does
Absolutely.
Want to get back the old Brendan Fraser at all?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I
know
say
we're
that
all,
with love.
Being really supportive of him right now. But
I'll take whatever Brendan I can get. Let me put it that way. I'm happy he's back in any capacity.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's hurt. I mean, he was like physically. I'm sure he wishes he could go back to the old like.
He really can't.
Well, he said
he
that
was-
like he was so unhappy at that time. Like when he was in his top shape, like George
And
the
he got
Jungle.
really hurt in the second Mummy. He wanted to do his own stunts, and because they were making it, he was like, I never wanted to say no because I didn't want to seem like I wasn't game, and he really messed like his back up and something else.
I didn't know that.
He was a babe, but yeah, I'm sure with this new mummy, like I think they've had to tell. I mean, it's kind of obvious, but I think they've had to tell him like, you will have to like work out a bit. But obviously, there's no way you can become like Tom Cruise. But I'm sure he's gonna slim down a little bit. I just think.
Or will
but
they
I'm
do
sure
like
too they'll
CGI
pay
on
for
him
it.
or something?
Oh God, I hope not. That
An
would be
AI
weird.
body. It's just
Either
this tiny
have him-
Timothy
So weird.
Chalamet body.
If it's just
moving
him,
properly.
like normal.
Right, either have him normal and the
But
focus
it's gonna
anyway.
be so weird if he looks
It's
like that in the movie.
as
In
long
the
as his, you know
mummy.
what? As long
Yeah.
as his hair gets longer, because right now it's short. He's got to have that, Rick longer flop.
Yeah.
New Line Cinema presents a film about who we were,
If you mention this to anyone, I'll beat the hell out of you.
who we are,
It's too late for that.
Give me the drugs or I'll kill you!
and the friends
Kind of looks like Rush Limbaugh.
we have to thank for it.
And now there were two. Yeah, this is our
Now there
little
were
this is
two.
our little touching scene, whether it's
This is our
Chrissy
teeny
and
Sam.
Roberta punching each other, or this
Yeah,
is
we've
Beanie
either
and Sam
punched
at
or
the what is that called? A storm drain.
A storm
Storm
drain.
drain.
Mhm.
This is which
I do love how Teeny sits. How that when she goes like she asks Sam asks her something about her parent, or she's like, "Do you think your parents are good people or something?" And she goes, "I don't really know my parents." And like that's like
true.
a sleeper line of the movie. That's like one of the saddest. Like, oh my god.
There's some
poor
really
little
good
girl.
lines about parents. I also love when Brendan says to them,
Yeah.
he says something along the lines of like, "There comes a day when you realize your parents aren't always right." Because
And that was when
Christy's
Gabby
so
goes,
like,
"No shit."
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yep, yeah. So there's
Are
some
you
really
a hippie?
good.
My mother says that hippies are all sex fiends.
Well, your parents aren't always right, right?
That's what I would
Exactly.
say. Yeah.
Yeah, some good stuff there. But can we just say, girls, what are you doing going down a storm drain, a suit like Pennywise? Hello, and
I
also,
know.
come
They're
on,
so
girls.
young. They
so
don't
young.
realize. That's
Just
what
let
I
it
was like.
go.
Oh.
Right?
And that's another thing that pissed me off with Siskel and Ebert. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Is almost drowning in a storm drain not nearly as death-defying as almost being hit by a train? Is it literally I think he's pissed because they had a seance. I'm like, oh, because girls contact ghosts. You're pissed. It wasn't
Yeah.
like
Yeah, it's weird. This movie was not critically loved that much. Over
know.
time, people really realized, because I even saw, you might have seen this too, like the New York Times in a piece later, years later, I think for one of its anniversaries, really raved about it. And I even wrote this quote: tackling death and grief along with budding sexuality gave their stories weight when narratives about female adolescence were often surface level.
Yep.
Amen. Absolutely. Right?
Yep.
So it is
And it does
funny
feel just
know.
and to have the reviewers at the time say this is to literally have Siskel and Ebert, aren't they? They're supposed to be the leading, completely, neutral, just here for and he was like, it's filled with girl talk about how their mother died. Mother died in a terrible car accident. Girl talk about what it is to grow up.
Yeah,
what
because
it
honestly,
is.
when you think about it, truly, and now I really want to rewatch Stand By Me. The boys talk about a dead person, family issues, divorce. I mean, literally at times.
Liking other girls, they think about boobs,
Oh, yeah.
the same way girls are thinking.
Boobs,
Yeah,
bullies, there's Kiefer Sutherland, it gets a little dark and twisted, of course. But it's such a mirror image that it's wait. Do you not like it because it's a mirror image? It sort of feels like, oh, been there, done that? Or do you really just because of the girl talk? It's so weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
It's because it is so similar, but that's we were saying, our lives were so similar to this. Before the 2000s, this was what it was to grow up as a child.
Totally.
We got it a little bit less. We would never have been allowed to bike to the next town.
Oh my God.
And we would have all had helmets on, I'll tell you that.
Oh my God. Yes, please. Oh yes.
But it's
and we wouldn't have gone down
is-
storm drains for a bracelet.
No.
I would have been
And,
you know what? Don't worry. I'll make you
I
another one.
wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have known if it wasn't for this movie that I was like, oh, that's what that is. A storm drain is meant to fill with water.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, another way to, I knew you weren't supposed to
Educational.
dive into a shallow pool.
Yes.
But this, I was like, oh, another way to die.
Which,
Okay,
by the
did
way, the
not know.
diving, I forgot to say.
Yeah.
It's a great moment. It's tense. It's scary. Where's Roberta? How did she end up all the way over there?
She had to have swum under.
She had to
I was like,
she was booking it. Yeah.
She
She's
was,
like,
yeah, like
she's like,
they would have had
I
to
want you to
see her.
not see a shadow, and then you're gonna turn around and you're gonna scream, and it's gonna be like, because I'm just like,
Manically
whoa,
swimming
she's on
over
the
there.
other side of this little pond.
Yes. I remember being
Whoa.
like, how did she, when I was a kid, like this summer, I would try to see how long I could dead man's float. Like Roberta, I was like, oh, I wonder if I could
Totally.
hold my breath for that long.
Oh my God.
For the bit.
Yeah. Yeah. For the bit. Right. And then, because
Yes.
I've done that where even like in like daytime, like not even, or not daytime, like on land, I've like hidden in a place and I'm like, oh, okay, this is taking too long. I'm giving up this prank. Right. So yeah, when you're underwater, you're like, all right, like hurry up or else I'm going to have to awkwardly be like,
I'm going to drown.
And I've done that before. I've like where I just can't hold my breath and then I just go like, hi,
got you, guy. Surprise, you were worried about me.
Hey Rewinders, I'm pausing this fun throwback convo with the girls to tell you about the You Run Podcast Network and the Straw Hut Media Network. If you're in the mood to find a new show, check out both libraries of podcasts with all sorts of topics at yourunpodcast.com and strawhutmedia.com. Now let's get back to Shelby, Indiana, but first, here's a cameo from my friend Brian Tyler, who remembers a key scene from Now and Then. Here's Brian.
This is coming from the perspective of someone who hasn't seen this movie since I was a child. So I don't really remember it that well. And I'm definitely going to rewatch it. But I remember a sewer scene. Someone gets trapped in a sewer, right? And it's like raining and she's going to drown, right? And it was like the scariest thing at the time. I remember watching it with my cousin. We were like, oh my God, she's going to drown. We were freaking out. And I'm pretty sure she turned out okay. Right? I'll find out when I rewatch the movie. Thank you for letting me get that off my chest.
There was just one of the cutest when we probably saw the same one where it was behind the scenes and it was when they were shooting the seance in the cemetery.
Oh, wow. I don't know if I saw that. Tell me more.
I mean, Demi Moore she's in her producer mode 100%.
Oh,
like
I
she's
didn't see
got,
this. Oh, I'd
yeah,
love to
she
see
has
this.
her
Okay.
headphones on. Ash was like, did she direct this? Because he was like, she's not camera ready. Like she's not about to go on, like
Right.
she's talking so much about how it's important, like for
Wow.
girls, and it's really important to have this set where they're telling the story.
Love
And
it.
the girls are so cute. And Thora Birch she was like, yeah, it's really fun to see who we look like with the big girls. That's what we call them around here, the big girls.
That's so awesome.
I know.
Behind
I
the scenes in the
just loved
90s
it.
just hits different, right?
It does.
And it's
It
also at
really
a time
does.
when, like, for better or worse, in this case for better, but in other things for worse, where kid actors really couldn't really be kids. They can be kids, but like,
Yes.
they're polished, whereas nowadays kids are still polished on set, but like it's different. They're much looser, but back then they were like mini adults. So
Yeah.
it's cute, but it's also kind of like, no, don't do that. You're going to get
I know
fired.
when you hear Christina Ricci talk about when she was growing up, she was like, for me, set was safe. Like set was the place where they told you were going to show up at this time and then you were there at this time. And someone said you were going to do homework and then they took you and you did the homework. She was like,
Yes.
home was a lot more.
I
Maybe
remember
someone's
that.
going to be
You're
mad.
right.
Maybe you're not going to get dinner. Maybe,
Oh my
yeah, she's like, set was like a structured family.
That is
Like,
wild. And it's
I
amazing that
know.
she's still so normal and still working and looking
I
great,
know.
doing great
I
things, right?
know. Oh, fuck yeah. Yellow Jackets.
And Gabby
So
Hoffman's
good.
still busy. She pops up in things. Thora Birch, she actually just made the rounds on my social. I guess she was on the red carpet for something. I don't know if she's in something, but she doesn't work as
I
much as the
love
others.
Thora Birch.
But
I can't believe that they didn't have her. I don't know everything that went beyond
Hocus
or went
Pocus
behind
2.
the scenes in Hocus Pocus
I
2.
know.
But I think it was from my layman's terms, from completely on the outside, I think it was a crazy oversight to not have it be about her and her kids.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Or if she said no, which, she's kind of said no to some things and, I know
Yeah, I
she's
heard
kind of,
there was scheduling, like maybe she was doing Wednesday or something like
Well,
that.
yes. You know what? Actually,
That
yeah,
was
I
maybe a
think you were
schedule
right.
issue.
I think she said, no, I can't because of Wednesday, the show. But then
Yeah.
she ended up getting replaced by Christina Ricci, I believe. because on Wednesday, because she ended up like not, I guess, a family emergency or something happened where she couldn't do Wednesday. So she was completely out of both. And now I'm realizing the Now and Then connection with being replaced by Christina, which I mean, how would you do a Wednesday show and not have Christina Ricci at least do some
You've
episode?
got to have Christina Ricci
hello,
there,
right? So it all worked out, but
she was such a genius.
Oh,
Finding out this is completely different. Finding out in it's not Family Values. It's the first Addams Family, the Addams Family, that she came up with the idea that when Uncle Fester, fake Fester, like kisses her goodnight, that when she goes to lie down, she lies down with her like a vampire with her hands crossed over her chest and that was little 7-year-old Christina Ricci's idea. She was like, "What if I go like?" And they were like, "Yes, child."
Oh, I love that. She really is brilliant. She is such a, I don't even want to say like she's our goth queen because she's not really goth, but she is our spooky, when you think of her whole career, she is she's not a scream queen, but man, she is a spooky, spooky girl and we love her for it.
Sleepy Hollow. We put that on the other day. Just spoke along with it the whole time.
Oh my God. Well, yeah, you had your cameo in my episode this time last year for that big anniversary. Oh my God. Yeah. Just and she's always embraced, especially like in the Sleepy Hollow time, like 25 years ago ish, in like magazine shoots. She was always wearing like a black lip, but it was never like too scary or too like, whoa, but she really was our spooky girl.
She was girl Johnny Depp at the time.
You're so right.
She and Johnny Depp.
All for one and one for all.
Now and Then.
Is there something about like in the 70s, like we're moving away from multi-generational homes. We're moving more and more into these suburbs. Like it's all about, I didn't appreciate this as a kid, but seeing it as an adult, I'm like, oh, this is a totally brand new suburban tract. So everyone here is a specific kind of wealth and a specific kind of job and and this growth in the suburbs. I think that's around the time that we start like getting the trope of an older person living on the outskirts. Where's their family? Why is that person alone? Because we move out of the usually it would be like, oh, that's old man so-and-so is like, he lives in the back of his son's house or something like
Radley.
that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's Boo Radley. Exactly.
Right.
Yes, but and so I wonder if there was something in like the 90s in that zeitgeist of like, hey, don't forget the elderly or don't fear them or don't push them to the side a little bit. Maybe I could also just be totally reading into it and they were like, yeah, well, we thought it'd be cool because he's like a creepy old guy, but he wasn't.
But no, you bring up a great point because this is a time when everyone's got like the family unit, like everyone's sort of accounted for in their homes. So to see a solo older person, it's like, it's like,
what's
well, that's
wrong with them?
Stay away from him. He might be deranged. When it's like, no. Whereas if he's on the street, on the sidewalk in a city with a bunch of other solo people walking by, he's just any normal guy. So
he's just a guy.
The fear of like the solo, especially man in the darkness of the suburbs is that's totally valid. That's interesting.
And how lonely that must be for him too, especially.
Oh yeah. Because everyone's all paired up or everyone's got hopefully someone else in the house with them.
Afraid of you.
Yeah. Very sweet, right?
Yes. I absolutely, I love very sweet, crazy Pete.
He's not
crazy. I love everything
sweet.
About this movie.
Yeah, it's like I say many times on the show, it's a nice warm blanket. And this movie especially, it's just, and I feel like they don't really make movies like this that much anymore because if they did, it would be like, it's almost like the death or divorce, like something heavy would be the real kind of plot.
That would be the impetus or it would you can't. It's such a bummer that there was like, we'll feel like we have to hit a quadrant or we'll have to be saying something beyond, which it is saying a bunch of stuff beyond just the story. It's saying a lot of things about growing up and the time period and war and television and stuff. But it does, it feels we always need a hook, not as a people, but as producers feel as though you can't take a chance without a hook or an IP or.
Yeah. What's the log line? Like, how does it hook you? And here the log line is just 4 friends come of age in 1970 and then meet again years later, which also I feel dumb for even saying this. Why do they meet again? I think it's just because Chrissy's
The
about to give
baby.
birth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's like, I need you to
I
come.
need
I'm
you to
having
come.
this
Yeah.
baby. I
Okay.
need you to be here.
Which I do
Like,
like the big birthing scene, which honestly, good job, Rita, because some birthing scenes are crazy and you really like feel it, but some you don't. And this I felt. I'm like, oh man, she is pushing. Do you know what I mean? Like
yes.
it's fun. It's totally fun.
Yeah.
But even when her husband comes in, she's so like, oh yeah, we had the baby. Like she just wants her girls there, like when he's there with her and they're holding the bloody baby, she's not looking at him. She's looking at Melanie.
looking
She's
at
looking
her
at
friends.
Rosie. She's looking at Demi. Right?
She's
She doesn't
like,
even
look
look
at
up at
what we
him.
did, ladies, which is her at the softball game when he comes to hit on
Yes.
her. She's like, what are you doing?
Oh my God, that's right. Is that the same?
That's
That's
him.
the same
He's like,
character. Oh my
hello,
God, duh.
beautiful, with his little glasses. Yeah.
Wow. I wonder if they're still together. I wonder if she's like, you know what? I've been with you my whole life. I want a change. And what if they're divorced? Oh
She
God.
marries Roberta.
Oh. I want to ask you. So we are kids with a bunch of people in the neighborhood
Yes.
on the grass playing Red Rover.
Red Rover.
In come these 4 adults that we don't really know. I guess we might know Rita. We might know adult Chrissy because it's like, oh yeah, you're that lady that lives there.
The
But we
neighbor.
don't really know anyone else. What do we do? Do we let them play with us? Or are we like, Mom?
I think I want to say I would have been like totally chill, but I think I would have been. It's the 90s.
I mean, they're 4 ladies, so
but
it's different
the
than
90s
but it's the
still.
90s, and it just because it's such a sweet ending. It goes full circle. I love
Yeah.
that. It is so sweet.
Yeah.
Now we have like an actual theme song, which movies rarely have, I feel like, where
Now
it's not just
and
like
then.
Ariana Grande like singing a song for this movie. No, the song is
No.
called Now and Then. It is for Now and
Yes.
Then, right?
And it's
So
about
cute.
now and then.
It's
Don't
about now and then.
have to
She's
love
literally singing
back.
like dialogue from the movie, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so
When you
wholesome and sweet. I'm
pretend
just
that you
like,
drown in a pond with your friends.
glad you got your bracelet back. But from the storm drain.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just was wondering, like, this is so sweet. But these kids must be like, wait, I'm supposed to run towards you? You're gonna touch me? I'm like,
Yeah. And then like I put
"Hmm."
my chest on
My
your
chest is
arm.
on you, right? And we kind of naturally have to kind of hug.
And like
Who are
you
you
guys
again?
are all smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, you all, even the mom like
lit
smells like
cigarettes.
smoke. The baby, there's smoke coming off the baby.
Have to
Like,
dodge a lit cigarette.
Rosie's
I'm like, it's right at our eye
jacket.
level.
Rosie's jacket is so big I could easily get swallowed up in there, and you will throw me in a van. I'm just like,
Ghost of Christmas Present where you get them around. There's 2 of them in the bag.
Oh my
Keep them
God.
where my legs are. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wish that I could have been cool enough to just be like, or maybe I would have, but I'd be like, yeah, we'll play Red Rover, and I could see Elberts being like, "Hey, you get over here right now.
Yeah.
You get away from those
Cut
ladies."
to, there's like a random extra mom who's just like, David over here.
That. Yeah. Honey, come in. Yeah, no, come here.
That's the real ending. And then the 4 friends are high-fiving. They're like, I got you,
Yeah.
If this movie was made
Everyone's child
today,
is
right? If this was like the girls from like Broad City, Meg Stalter, I don't know. If this was like an
Yes.
all-out comedy, they would scare the kids and be like,
They would scare the
yeah,
children
right.
away.
Yeah. And that's how it ends, right? If it was just
I love it.
anyway.
This cassette tape, I remember going to there was like a summer camp run for a week during the day in Pennsville at Fort Mott. By I think the Girl Scouts, and my mom and I we were playing this cassette every day, and I remember we pulled in right when Daydream Believer by the Monkees came on, and we stopped and sang the whole song together before she was like, okay, now you can go to camp. And I remember it was the sounds of the summer that I remember bouncing on Crystal's trampoline and being like, if you should ever find someone new.
Yes. The music supervisor, whoever, I mean, they picked great songs. And so we know what's amazing about the soundtrack. Pretty much every song we still hear in movies, shows, especially commercials. Like they picked true classics, right?
All right.
Oh, yeah, we had Sugar. I like you were singing earlier, Knock 3 Times, which I did see. Apparently, Knock 3 Times is the only song that doesn't make sense because that came out in 1971.
No!
But it's so cute when Thor is doing her shoulder. Like, it's one of the
And
best
Chrissy is
bike
the
riding
one with
scenes.
the bike. She's the one who has the bell, and it makes so much sense.
Yes.
Chrissy's mom would be like, "You need to be safe.
You need
You need to have a
you
bell."
need the
So
bell.
hers is the one that
You're so right.
boom, and that's what she's using it
Oh
for,
my
is
God.
not safety. It's for it to just dance along
Oh,
with her friend.
you're so right. I love that brilliant little touch. A little
Yeah.
smart character nod right
And
there.
then Thora
Character
Birch
trait.
has the radio because her parents are wealthy, but
Yeah.
they'll give her she wants the teenager
Right.
stuff, and they're like, "Sure, sure, you get that." So
Of
she has
course
the radio and Chris
of course,
has the
the
bell.
actress is the wealthy one, right?
Because
Okay, all right, you don't
how
have to
the
get a real
hell
job.
else does she make it? Yeah, how the hell else does she
Who
put
do you
food on the
know?
table?
Oh, okay, your dad's
People's
friend,
Choice
okay.
Award my ass.
There's a
Fine
moment
Field
early
Delivered.
on in the movie where I feel like I'm like, "Okay, we are just going from song to song." Like, each
Yes.
scene has a big song. That's when I was like, "Okay, budget for the music was the biggest line item, I think." Right?
Yes,
Yeah.
100%. I
Demi was
really
like,
think it was.
Hey, Universal and Sony and all you music people, can you, like, put a
Can
song
you
in my
hook us
movie?"
up? That's
Which
actually true
I hope
too.
so.
Wait, but aren't they new? Was this New Line Cinema? This opened
This was New
as
Line Cinema, yeah, mhm.
so then which was not under a blanket. Usually, like, you can
Right.
sometimes get a good deal if you're under the blanket of
If
Warner
you're
Brothers.
mhm.
It's like everything in their catalog will be cheaper to you.
Yeah, that's a
They had
good
to
point.
shell out they had to take that
This
Freddie
was
money,
right.
pre-Lord of the Rings money,
Mhm, mhm.
and pay for, like,
Yeah.
all the
I wouldn't be
songs that were so
surprised, honestly, if Demi, as a producer, like, co-paid for it.
good.
If New Line, and then we're like, "Hey, we can
Totally.
do this, but Demi, can you, do this for free?" Or,
Yeah.
like, "Can you
I could
just
see her
grab some of your
100% doing
adult
that.
friends and just" 'cause, the adults worked for what? Maybe 4 days?
Scale.
Oh,
I
yeah,
th
that
yeah.
too. Yeah,
Oh,
scale
the
and,
money,
like,
yeah.
just, like, the
And then,
amount of
yeah,
days.
probably
I
4-day shoot
mean,
tops,
a
I would
treehouse
say.
day, a day at the inside the house,
Inside the
a
house.
day I mean, come
You
on.
could get that probably the same day as the exteriors.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right? So it's like,
Yeah.
this is like a long
Hospital.
weekend for them, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
hospital, which is probably just a set, like, just down the road, you know what I mean? So,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Our friend Sarah who left is hopefully not
Is
puking right now.
having a
She's
baby
she's like Chrissy
soon.
about to pop.
She
Maybe we'll all be
is.
there. Oh my god, what if her due date, she said, is the 26th?
It's the
Oh my
26th.
god, Kit. Okay, I'm gonna
Release
lead
date
this in
rewind. You
I'm gonna
hear
lead
it
this into
now.
the episode. You hear it now. If
Yes.
her due date is the 26th, we all need to
We
we won't be allowed
have
in the room,
to.
but we need to at least be at the hospital.
We have to rent a limo
Oh
and
my
come to the
Okay,
hospital.
we're gonna need Demi to sponsor this visit,
Yes,
okay?
please.
We need to rent an old, ugly limo because those limos back in the '90s were so
Oh,
boxy.
yeah.
God, they were
Oh,
ugly. To
yeah.
think
It's
that that
gonna
was a
need to
symbol of
smell like
style?
cigarette
Oh,
smoke.
yeah.
It's gonna
Mhm.
need to look
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's
We
a
need a VCR in
gigantic
there because Rita
yes.
Wilson is so impressed by that, right? How funny the timing. See, this is
That
why
is
this was
actually
meant to be. I'm
incredible.
so glad we all got
Yes.
together for this, right? We
Yes,
really
me
are the now and
too.
then kids. Oh my
We
gosh.
are.
Now
I
I'm
even
like,
wore my dress that you said I
I
was Rita
yes,
Wilson in the
yes.
summer.
Oh my
It's
Hey,
like,
it's
I'm
very
not
now and then.
pregnant.
It is a little Rita, but it's also giving me those great bold colors of Roberta from the '70s. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Because 'Cause she's
that
got the orange,
yellow,
yellow, some
orange,
green. Oh,
green.
I love that
Uh-huh.
top. Meant to say this earlier, but this came after, like you mentioned, A Little Princess, iconic. There was the
Yes.
Babysitters Club movie. Like, we were getting some really
Yes.
good, wholesome girl power movies in '95, which we forget. And going
Yes.
back to the behind the scenes, the Babysitters Club movie had some great, cute, I think it was maybe Entertainment Tonight or something. They had like a 10-minute video of the whole cast making the
Yeah.
movie. I love it. It's such a fun time capsule, you know?
I love seeing that. Yeah.
Oh,
I love all behind the scenes. I'm
and
like,
just
"Tell
seeing
me how it
kids
got made," and
seeing
seeing the
these rich
kids have
kids being like normal kids, being goofy and well, not normal,
yeah.
but at
Thora
least
Birch was talking too, being like she was like, in normal s" and she was so wise. She was like, "In normal school, like, the teacher" she's like, "I guess we're lucky." You could tell that she was a little bummed that it was like the teachers you couldn't slack off because it was a one-to-one, is, like, what she was
right.
saying. She's like, "The teachers" but then she was like, "I'm really grateful because like, normally they'd have to, like, pay attention to 18 kids, and then in most schools, it's, like, 30 kids." And I
I
was
do
like,
remember
"This
seeing
girl's
that.
being
That
raised
rings a
right."
bell. Yes. Oh, yeah, totally. She
I was
knew.
like, "She
Yeah.
gets it. This little one gets it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything we should be looking out for? Is there something coming out soon that
Um,
you have worked on?
what I would say
Do you know?
my most recent big one that is out And it's still, I think there's a couple more episodes coming out. It's a reality show. I'm the host of
Fun.
it.
Oh
It's a
my God.
It's awesome. I loved the show. It's called Just Makeup and it's a Korean reality show about makeup artists. It's like
Oh,
a
love
makeup artist
that.
reality show. And I play Lee Hyori. I play
Yeah.
she's a K-pop star.
Oh.
And she's done like a bunch of she started in K-pop as a big K-pop star, and now she's done a ton of hosting and stuff like that. Like there's in my neighborhood of Koreatown, for the listeners, Koreatown, Los Angeles, she has
I was
another
just there not
show.
long
There's
ago.
yes!
Great visit. Mhm.
So good. There was a billboard there that it has a red carpet with Lee Hyori. And
Oh, wow.
it's another one with her that she's like the lead and is
Cool.
hosting. But
Is this gonna be on Netflix? Do you know?
It's on Amazon.
On Amazon.
This
Is it,
one's
and so it's
Amazon.
on right now.
It's
It's
on,
out?
and it's I don't think every episode is out, but half of them at least are. Yeah.
Fun. Oh my
Yes.
God, I cannot wait. Oh, that's so fun for you
It's
to
gorgeous.
be the
All
host
these
too.
Uh-huh.
Now in
So
that
I
case,
feel
when there's
loved.
when it's a reality show, there's different contestants. I guess, yeah, there's a voice for every contestant,
There's
right?
a voice for every
Okay.
contestant. Some of
Cool.
them get doubled up if they
Ah.
leave earlier. And this one was an
Makes sense.
interesting, normally you dub separately, like it's just you in the booth.
Yeah.
But this time, because it was me, it was like 5 people in one session in the same room, but kind of separated and with our own microphones. And it was because there were 4 judges and the one host. And we talked over each other so
Oh.
often that they were like, we have to have this
Yeah, it must be
in the
trickier
same
to
room.
dub reality,
It
much like
is.
it's probably trickier to edit because, I mean, scripted, I mean, you have your script. Of course, maybe you might talk over each other. There's some ad libs, right? But
Yeah.
reality, if it's true reality, right? Like
Yeah.
people are talking whenever, right?
And then you do have to do it where one person does it and then the other person goes, because you'll get a bleed over in the headphones of the one person talking. So you have to like kind of stagger your thing. And then there
The
were a
timing.
lot of it was very hard for me to learn the Korean names. Like that was hard. Lee Hyori.
Wow. That is
Yeah.
so cool. Oh my God,
It
what a
was
cool
awesome.
gig.
And it was gorgeous. All of these these
Yeah.
makeup looks were incredible.
Oh,
It
cool.
was such
I
cool,
do
like,
love a makeup
storytelling.
show. They're so
Mhm.
interesting because also the contestants are interesting and obviously what they're doing is beautiful. So,
Yes.
and the
Yeah,
judges
you'll
are
love
usually
this.
because there's a one, what is it on? Oh God, Netflix has like a British one.
They do,
Oh
and I can't
God,
remember what it's called.
but it's so pretty to watch. I can't remember.
I
It's
love
been on for like
makeup
years
shows.
now. But anyway, yeah. Wow, that's cool. So that's out. Love it.
But
Amazon
yeah.
Prime. Okay.
So yeah, Just Makeup on Amazon Prime.
Just makeup.
And then I don't know where it's coming to. I just did one for Studio Canal, which so it's oh my God,
Nice.
it's an
That's a
incredible
biggie.
French film.
Okay.
Yes.
And that's the story of Roberta, Samantha, Teeny, and Chrissy. Spirits and skinny dipping, baseball and tree houses, all the Americana. Thank you out there for listening to or watching this episode, and thank you so much to my guests, my bestie guesties, great friends of multiple decades, Sarah Menaquale, Kit Sheehan, and Melissa Ward for hanging out with me and sharing your love for this movie. And Mel and I did a very memorable seance back in the day, back in high school, just like these Now and Then characters did. So if you want to see me do a reading of the true story of that seance recently, head to my Instagram or Facebook page, MJPPOV. Thanks also, Brian, for your cameo. And everybody, if you enjoyed this chat, please tell your group of friends and leave a rating, a review, and a thumbs up on YouTube. And you can follow this podcast on Instagram at Release Date Rewind to see more footage from this conversation and from this movie, plus many other movies out there. Thanks Straw Hut Media, the You Run Podcast Network, Kyle Motzinger, and the Portland Media Center in Maine. Next up on the podcast, we're keeping the girl power kicking with Charlie's Angels from 2000. So you'll hear that episode in a few days. And in the meantime, all for one and one for all. Bye.